Hi, I'm Brian Barnett, Mayor of the City of Rochester Hills, and as always, thanks for watching. Well, it's been a while since we brought you a COVID-19 update, but it is appropriate now as some things have changed in the state, and some of those changes are being felt here in the City of Rochester Hills. First, I hope you and your family are staying safe. Here in the city, we have seen an uptick in cases over the last few weeks, and certainly you've seen a significant uptick in the nation as cases now are over 11 million in the United States. The way that plays out here is that, as you've seen, the governor, using the Michigan State Department of Health, have issued some new mandates for folks who live in the state of Michigan to follow. And the goal is to sort of slow the spread. She's calling it a pause in some of the economic activity that is impacting the spread of COVID-19. This can be a political topic, so I'm trying to just share with you the facts as they're relayed to us and as we'll be implementing them in the community. There's a series of things that the orders from Lansing do and some things that they don't do. This is not the first order where everything was shut down. There are some things, and we'll put a chart on the screen here. So as you can see on the chart, there are a series of things that remained open and a series of things that are going to be temporarily closed or changed. The governor's directives, again through the Michigan State Department of Health, are that this would last for 3 weeks, which gets us past the Thanksgiving holiday. Now, unless we see a significant turnaround, these are likely to last a little bit longer. So the changes that we're making here in the city of Rochester Hills are as follows. Effective Wednesday, city offices will be closed to the public except for appointments. Now, the reason we have to have appointments is because things like construction are still permitted during this particular 3-week time period. So we have to make sure that we can process permits and do inspections and all the things that keep that industry going. So City Hall will be closed with the exception of appointments. If you need to make an appointment with the planning department, the building department, the Department of Public Services, you need to call and make an appointment, and that way we can even still see you in City Hall. If not, most everything that we do here at the city can be handled online. RochesterHills.org is a great site to do everything from dog licenses to pay water bills to find out the latest information happening in the city. That's really where most of the business can happen and should happen. But if for some reason you can't, there is the option to do something in person. It just requires an appointment. Now, we'll be updating this information on our website, on Rochester Hills Television, and on our social media outlets, so that if anything changes in the meantime, we'll make sure you know. Most importantly, Rochester Hills, we just ask you to stay safe. As many of you know, I contracted COVID a few weeks ago, and it was a bugger. The first few days weren't bad, but there was a couple, 3 days where it was significant. It had an impact on me, and with significant headaches and just not wanting to get out of bed for a couple days. So I know it. I've been through it, survived it, as many of you have as well, and I don't wish it on anyone else in our community. So be safe, wash your hands, social distance. Don't go out if you don't have to. Many of you will be working from home. We want to thank the educators in the Rochester community who are working really, really hard to make sure our kids continue to get a good education, and certainly to the parents who are bending and pivoting in this very crazy, challenging world. We can get through this. It's a few weeks. If we do it well, hopefully we'll come out of this quickly and much for the better. So Rochester Hills, stay safe. City Hall will be closing Wednesday to the public. Pretty much everything else you need can be handled online. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great Thanksgiving and be safe.